Everybody, let me show you what I got over here. Working on now. Take a look at this all-in-one. This is nice. I think this is probably 27-inch. Doesn't fit on my screen. HP all-in-one. So this came in no power. Had a short. When you put the power connector on, it would just short out. But now it's having we resolved that problem, but it's got a different issue. You can see all those. Let me see if I turn this off. So if you look there on the side, now it kind of went away. It comes and goes, but basically it self-touches, and you'll see. It's fine, but it will arbitrarily, at least on this side here, start self-touching, and you'll see like basically the equivalent of this. When you see your finger touches there, you see like that little shadow, like a drop of water. The whole side, you saw it in the beginning of the video. It just starts self-touching, opening up windows. So this had a short on the board, which I sent out to a tech that works on our boards. I don't the board level repair. I send that out, and we got it back. It's up and running. It's just got that problem. So what we'll do with that is if it continues, we'll just disable the touch. There's not really much we can do there. So disable the touch. So outside of that, we'll just run some checks on it. Just check everything, make sure everything else is working properly. There's just not something else going on. I will uninstall and reinstall that driver, but generally it's not a driver problem. And this disassembly, let me show you this. Sometimes you would think, well, maybe something happened during the repair, but highly unlikely, because the disassembly on this unit for the board is strictly all just down here. You see that angle, that little triangle? It's all down there, so we didn't have to do any type of removal along this at all. I had this covered with a towel, to prevent it from scratching or anything like that. And as you can see now, it's it's fine again. But out of the blue, it'll just start going nuts. And right now it's fine again. So I'll play around with it and see, maybe there's a little pressure point somewhere that's kicking it off, and maybe we can resolve it. If not, then like I said, we'll just go to the device manager, look for the touch, and sometimes they're actually let's do it. Why not? Because they're in there under different names. It might say touch, it might say human interface device, different names. So let's go here, device manager, and let's look for it. Let's open this up, and let's go there under human interface devices. Usually it's in there. If not, you got to open these up and see. It could be somewhere else. So it would be right there, HID compliant touch screen. So let's say we couldn't resolve that. You would just go there and just disable, right? Yeah. So it goes into disabled, and then now we don't have the touch, but we don't have it self-touching as well. And be used, because what happens when it starts self-touching is you actually can't use it yourself, because you're clicking somewhere, it's clicking on the other side. You're typing something, you can't type because it's clicking on the other side. So it could kind of drive you a little nuts. Yeah, and that's what's going on right here right now at PC 911.